Mistakes are things that follow you around. They can hurt you, break you, and more. Mistakes are things that are sudden and can hit you really hard where it counts, like the mistake that I made. But remember, you are stronger than your mistakes, and mistakes are merely trials to test your strength. This is what I did. What I really wanted to be talking about was, for one, I use my walks to talk about or to think about what exactly has been on my mind and what exactly, basically doing an inventory over my whole day. So one of the big things that's been on my mind has been what I did this morning with the whole automatic payment, paying $240 and all that. Like I said earlier, I don't have that much of a problem with that. And if worse comes to worse, I lose out on that money. It's like, it's small. It's such a small amount, and it's not worth getting worked up about or getting angry about it. But one thing that's really important is the lesson that comes from these mistakes. As far as this lesson goes, like it taught me that if you don't understand something, then or at least like when it comes to systems and using them, if you don't understand what's going on, don't invest in them. And this was a lesson that was taught by Robert Kiyosaki as well in his book Rich Dad Poor Dad. And that was one thing that he says: if he doesn't understand an opportunity on how to make money, he doesn't invest in it. It's simple as that. And for me, like, even though I understand, like, obviously the service, what it was backlinking services. The thing is, like, the platform that it's being worked on doesn't make a whole lot of sense, or at least I found it very confusing to work with. And I didn't feel, I didn't know what was going on. Like, again, like, I thought that I was going to be paying only $50, but instead, apparently, I'm paying $240 for all of these services, for the service. And I said, well, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, because I thought that I paid $50 for it. You want to be learning from these mistakes instead of getting pissed off or angry about it, because, again, like, $240 is significant money to me, because it takes me a while to get that money back or to build that up. The thing is that there's no point of getting angry or frustrated about it. Instead, see what sort of lessons you can learn from it, as opposed to just complaining about these sorts of things. Like, yes, the onus, like, I completely blame myself for this, because, one, I shouldn't have invested in something that I don't understand. Like, at least like the platform and how it's all structured, like, that thing I do not understand at all. And I haven't even heard back from them. And if I do, then that's great. I can potentially get my money back. If not, well, like, yeah, it's a little disappointing that I didn't get my money back. But at the same time, there's no sense on complaining about it constantly and just getting bogged down by that. It doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't fix anything. And in fact, it actually makes your mindset worse, because you use that sort of tactic to get people to pity you or whatever. So yes, I absolutely made a mistake, but mistakes are necessary when it comes to making progress in your life and enjoying the journey. There's going to be times that you are going to screw up and you're going to look like a moron, you're going to look like an idiot, and you wasted all this money and time and energy on stuff. But really, what at the end of the day, what you can get out of it is lessons. And these lessons can be invaluable to you. Like the lesson that I learned. Like, if there's something that I do not understand, don't take the time to invest in it. If I, like, that sort of lesson that is really sinking into me now is something that is well worth remembering and applying forward. If there's something that I do not understand, then turn it down, because now I know better. So that's important to keep in mind, is on your journey, you will be making mistakes. You will be doing these stupid moves. And the important thing is to take them as lessons as opposed to just blaming someone. If you absolutely need to blame someone, blame yourself for falling into it and making that mistake. But also be thankful that you have made that mistake, because from that you learn something. And like I said, learning is invaluable.